Hello people, I'll have to make this video a quick one, but I'm going to try to do it as much as possible with as much information as possible because I got a lot to get out at this very particular moment. So please excuse me. Anyway, a lot of what is going on today. Now, the reason why, it even says it in songs and stuff that I share, but the reason why the angels called upon the devil to rise at this moment in time, all right, it's not just like it just happened, but there's reasons behind things. And so I just want to go back in time and tell you a little story that everybody knows, all right, but I'm going to tell you in a kind of a more truthful level of what really happened. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah, everybody knows the terrible crap that they fucking did. Alright. Now, once upon a time, at this one particular dude's house, he had a bunch of kids, and the soldiers came. Everybody knows the story too, I'm sure, that go to church. Anyway, wanted his daughter to go and be effed by all the soldiers, so and the dude was all like, no, fuck no, you can't take my daughter. And be like, well, I'm gonna take your son then. And of course he was like, well, no, you can't take my son. So he was like, okay, so blah blah blah, what happens next, you don't have to explain. Anyway, the girl shows up on his doorstep dead and, totally mutilated, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows I don't have to explain. But, so what he did was he cut his daughter up into 12 pieces and sent it to the 12 different nations, in a box with a letter in it, saying, here, see, look, this is the shit that's going on in this fucking town, man. It's bad. We're all better off dead, right? So, those kings got together and be like, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go, we're gonna bring our catapults here and these big ass fireballs, and us 12 nations and this 12 armies are gonna shoot them motherfuckers at this motherfucking town and just blow it all to pieces, right? And that's pretty much what happened. And I'm sure if you get like 12 different armies coming at one fucking little town, it's just totally wipe it out, because they're doing really, really bad stuff, just saying, could look like that. And plus the factor of like angelic higher self beings being there is a very well possibility, considering all, and I'm sure y'all will soon find out. Some of you definitely soon find out what that's gonna be all about. Alright, definitely, because I'm shaking my head on this shit literally. So this is why, literally, the angels had to call, upon the devil, and the devil had to rise at this moment in time. And not being a bad thing, alright? It's just that the factor is that there are these higher selves, and they're pleading, they're saying, that this terrible shit's going on, but everybody knows about it, but nobody's doing anything about it. And that's the fucking thing, okay? That's the thing. It's like, we're all elevating on this 144 level, on this elevation time period, and there's a lot of people out there that can attest to it. The Christian church of the 144 horizon, it's a lot deeper than people think. It really is. And so it's like, really, alright, it's more an attitude on, yeah, you should be focusing on yourselves. I get why y'all need to be selfish at this time, and I totally understand, especially with God's gifts. You gotta be selfish with it at these times, you know. I 100% agree with you, but the reason factor is we are building ourselves up because we need to do something about this. Alright? I'm dead serious on that level, man. You know, it's all of this entire planet, you know, and it's so simple to easy fix. It's a simple fix, really. It's kind of like what the retard on Ed and Eddie said, you know, dig a hole, you know, a lot of the world's problems can be solved just by digging a fucking hole, man. You know, let the earth take care of itself, but not in the way of all this, what we're doing to it now. That's retarded, you know, it really is very fucking retarded. So, you know, fuck, man. I would have to say a lot of certain people would have to agree with me on that. This dumb shit needs to end, and it can end. Really. I don't know. Common sense, logic, you know. But yeah, it's a lot deeper than people think. There's also like that factor in like what angels do and what people think that are horrific, you know. People, the Demiurge and Sophia are an infinite thing. Alright. Now, when you talk about souls being born and things being of the new, now, nothing new was ever really born unless it came from the morning star. The morning star is the star itself, the very first star that was ever created. It was created with every single element, every single gas, solid, liquid, fire, everything, every element, you know, it's all wrapped up into this one force of a flame. And when creation created, it takes pieces from this flame, especially the very rare elements and stuff like that when you're creating something new. So now in the fractile being of God, you have to look at it like God branched out like a tree. Alright? Universe is expanding, so therefore the trees expand. And these fractile branches are also expanding. This makes way for new fractile formation to happen. And this is how the new happens. New begins. These, in the spiral of the light, in the spiral of gravity, spiral of time, etc., etc., if you can see it as the black hole force, the Demiurge in our black hole in the center of the earth is what governs time and a lot of existence on this planet. But these things have consciousness, so it's crazy. It really is. It's just light has information. These things have an embodiment. It's called emotion, and it's energy and motion. And 1 + 1 is 2. You put this embodiment with energy and motion in the light reads the energy and motion, etc., and therefore you get your self-character. Anyway, blah blah blah. So therefore, you know, now let me tell you, it's like in the infinite, you know, this infinity thing that everybody sees, And if you look at like the card, the star, or the strength, and you have Sophia opening up the mouth of the lion, okay? Now, the nebula is like a whole bunch of fractals of fucking things, right? Like matter. And this matter, agates. After a very, 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 very long time, it'll agate. Alright? This agate will definitely get some sort of pull from some sort of gravity. And also, it'll also be pushed out of, because you know how the tiny matter separates from the big matter, and eventually it'll go out into space and float away. It'll separate itself from the nebula. And it's just matter, though. But a energy in motion will kind of come in contact with this star, this new matter that was born out of Sophia. And it will go, of course, to the demiurge, which is like the gravitational force. And this creates this infinity. And of course the black hole just spits out on the other side of its vortex self, you know, all that there was matter that is now into fragments of matter. You know what I'm saying? Which hence goes back to Sophia and another nebula. You know, just what happened. Okay, let me tell you. God explained it to me like this. Nothing. And when it was absolutely nothing, it's settled. Okay? It's settled in every single form, every single direction it could possibly settle in. Settling. You know, how like stagnant water just settles, or just, you know, snow will just settle, or just, you know what I'm talking about? It's how nature just does that. And that's just the law of things, you know? And it took, you know, fucking trillions of years to happen, whatever, but still, it did. And this is also what happens, you know, when all this happens too. It's just kind of, it just does, man. That's all I'm saying. It just does, okay? So, this is by law, you know, of the way of existence, you know. But now how the soul actually gets anchored here to the earth, that's a much bigger level of meaning, okay? Because the star, you know, for a long time out there in existence, they got kind of bored. And this is why existence is here. Is because they wanted to say fucking hi to each other. Like the sun wants to say hi to us and wants to know us, and that's pretty much the reason why it wants us to mingle with information, mingle with the light, because the light is information and light is God, and God is expanding, okay? God's expanding, but the light wants information because it desires. The first emotion that ever was created was desire, hence the devil. All right, but it's the desire to want to know you, to know this and know that information, basically, but on a deeper level. So this is Paradise was created for that purpose, so we can explore each other on this deeper level, and our bodies were created for this purpose of the deeper level of our connection. Our connection, this is why we have this yearn for each other, all right, for our connection. This is God's purpose on our planet. you know, to have a life of purpose. This purpose is for each other, actually, because it is what it is, all right? You know, it is our purpose to be in our purpose. This is our information. This is what we share to you. So this is important too, as much as you are, should be important to us. All right, that's the key factor of all existence in a fucking handbag. Thank you very fucking much. So says Lucifer. Anyway, I love you guys. I really do. Existence needs to stay in paradise, and this is what it's been created and what for. It's not so you guys can just fucking do what people have been doing. You know, this is why these 12 nations got together and went like, nah, we gotta stop that shit from happening. Nope, not in our atmosphere, not in our heaven. Nope. And it's the same thing that we're gonna have to do, man. Alright, we might not have to get as vulgar as that. We can actually go about it a peaceful way. There is that possibility by leading by example. You know, us angelic light workers, you know, what you're doing is being a lighthouse, yes, but lead by example is, you know, something that needs to be taught. You know, if, you know, being your purpose, you know, show them, hey, this is the right way to motherfucking go right here. This dude's living it up, man. He's all happy. That motherfucker's happy. Why is he happy? I want to be happy like this guy. Let's go over here and see why the fuck this person's fucking happy, huh? Yeah. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, you know, we can like beehive it like that. Go about it the peaceful way. Just saying. Alright? Simple. Alright? But if we have to go about the hard way, whew, you know what? I thank God that I know things. But man, oh my God, there's things that cannot let happen, alright? Alright? There's deeper levels, deeper meaning behind this expansion. That is not just going up, man. It's going down too. We can't let it go. We can't let that light go down there. I'm telling you, that's another fucking thing that we absolutely, I'm praying fucking for the love of Jesus Christ. Please fucking wake up, people. Wake the fuck up. When I am telling you, we cannot let the light go down there. Alright? Whew. That's why I'm saying no, no, fuck that shit. We gotta keep this infinity light going, process, balance. Alright, I'm serious, man. I love you guys. God bless, alright?